G-O-D, yeah.
So I want to quickly touch on something that affects our mental health greatly. Insecurities are concerns that affect the way we think, the way we feel, and the way we act, as well as the way we behave. I must add that too. Okay, they mean the same thing. The way you act and the way you behave. Two things. First is quit the relationship.
Yes. What kind of human being is this?
Yes. Go your separate ways. If you can't deal with it, go your separate ways. The second alternative is to reach a compromise. Let's start with the first one. It's just the fact that relationships will be smoother when you are in one with someone who shares the same core value with you. And that's not to say that you agree on everything or you have the same perspective on every issues of life. No. But let it at least be that both of you agree on core values. The person is not agreeing with you because he or she is in the relationship with you. Before both of you come together into that relationship, both of you just share the same core value. Core values are the things you're big on. Core values are things you cannot compromise. Things that are most important to you. For instance, for some people, their core value is honesty. Lack of honesty in a relationship is a deal breaker for them. That's where I'm driving at. It doesn't necessarily mean that both of you agree on everything, but relationship will work out more easily if we share core value. The people that, for them, it's unacceptable for their partner to have someone of the opposite sex as a best friend, and they have their reasons for it, and you cannot discount the reasons. You can't relegate the reasons to the background. You can't water down the reason and say, well, the person is being unnecessarily insecure. No, there are some insecurities that are legitimate. Having the opposite sex as a best friend for your partner might be a deal breaker because of probably an experience, the things the person has heard and seen happen to other people. It could even be as a result of a personal experience. Probably that's your partner, male or female, has been best friends with the opposite sex in the past, and both of them got down. Best friends that are knacking.
God have mercy upon us.
You get, and so this person probably has moved on and stuff, and then is in this new relationship, and then you're coming to tell him or tell her that your best friend is of the opposite sex.
Are you normal?
You don't expect the person to be comfortable with that. You may want to say the person is being selfish. No, it's also very possible that the person moved on because the person found doing that kind of a thing with someone who is supposed to be your friend as unhealthy. So the person is trying to start on a clean slate. So the person is very uncomfortable to have that kind of relationship. It could also be for other reasons too, why the person doesn't want his or her partner to have someone of the opposite sex as a best friend. So there are people that, as a core value for them, it's a deal breaker. It's unacceptable. You cannot have somebody of the opposite sex as a best friend. Does it make them bad people? Of course not. So what should they do? Because there are people who don't see anything wrong in it. As part of the justification for those who don't see anything wrong with their partner having someone of the opposite sex as best friend is that probably that best friend is someone they've known over the years, even before they met them, and they have a productive relationship and they don't want to come in between them. You understand that kind of thinking, and that pattern of thought is okay. But you cannot also say those who think who would not want it, that there's something wrong with the way they are thinking. No, you can say that. We see things differently, and that we see things differently doesn't necessarily mean that either of us are wrong. So the best thing to do is to go your separate ways. There are people who I have met, ladies, guys, who cringe when you come up with them having someone of the opposite sex as a best friend when they're in a relationship with someone else, and they query and ask you, why would my partner not be my best friend? While of course I still maintain this other person as a friend, why would somebody else be my best friend and I have a partner? But people cringe at that kind of arrangement. When such people meet, the relationships will work out easily because they share core value. I don't like the idea of having someone of the opposite sex as a best friend. You don't like the idea as well. So I mean, we just flow. It doesn't necessarily mean that we don't have our fights or we would agree on everything. No, but as a core value, we share that similarity. It makes this pretty easy. So option 1, go your separate ways. The alternative of option is to sit down and reach a compromise. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to this. So I'm going to be making a suggestion, creating a hypothetical condition. At the end of the day, you do what works best for you. At the end of the day, just do what you think works best for you.
Are you sure? Yes.
Reaching a compromise will be because you've bonded. It's difficult to go your separate ways. You know, it's going to be pretty difficult to go your separate ways. So you want to sit down and negotiate and find a way around it. We can find a way around lots of things if we are willing to sit down to talk about it. So you can sit down with your partner and talk about it. First off, you allow your partner, the one who is insecure, whether the guy or the girl, to talk. Let them express themselves and talk about the reasons why they don't feel comfortable with you having someone of the opposite sex as your best friend. When you've listened to them, you will know how to respond to them in ways that would allay their fear, in ways that would douse that tension and feeling of insecurity. Then you can take it a step further. Declare your relationship with your best friend of the opposite sex open to them, open to your partner. Let your partner be able to have access to conversations, digital conversations on your phone, your various social media networks. The conversations we have with this your best friend that is of the opposite sex, as ways of making your partner over time become more comfortable and relaxed to accept this person as your best friend. Maybe because you've known the person for years, the person has been a strategic friend, and it will be very unfair to you that because you now have this person as your partner, you discard the other person, so to speak, or you distance the person unnecessarily. If you must step out, or your best friend must visit you, you have to step into your best friend's place. Let your partner be aware. Possibly ask your partner to join you to see your best friend if the person is available. But if not, also allow your partner. But let your partner be aware that you plan to visit your best friend. Allow your partner the powers to veto your relationship with your best friend. Just allow him, just allow her to have that power. Just allow your partner to be able to have powers to veto the relationship. It makes your partner feel very comfortable. Interestingly, see that your partner that has told you, I don't feel comfortable with you going to our house, might call you back to say, you can go, than you coming off as, what is wrong with you? You're too controlling. You're very insecure. Like I said, certain insecurities are very legitimate. So if you don't want to go your separate ways, then you have to allay the fears of your partner. You have to go the extra mile, make them comfortable to accept that you have someone of the opposite sex as a best friend. That way too, you would help your partner to be sane. Because the truth is, when you decide to come off as person where go school pass, I sabi book, you're not exposed, you're controlling, you're toxic, you need to see a therapist, and you just keep going on and on and on. You make the relationship very toxic. Your partner might just lose his or her sanity, Then the person starts calling you. You just create unnecessary problem. These things can be resolved either by going your separate ways or you reach a compromise. Thank you for your time. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you in another interesting video. Please remain sane. What's up, Becky? My love,